Yo, what's up? It is the Purple Yeti. And as I'm sure all of you had just got done watching, like I did, the National Championship game. Okay, no, I didn't watch it. First off, I'm the Purple Yeti. I got my ridiculous moniker. I'm back. I got my K-State t-shirt because, well, it's basketball season now. There's been a lot of bowls, and there's a tasty little, there's almost a bowl full of tasty drink. Cranberry juice and Big Red Zero. It's kind of my bubblegum menagerie. I think that's how you pronounce it. At any rate, I stopped after that first half. BCS National Championship game just happened. Alabama and Notre Dame, or dominant football team, and why were you even really there? So after the first half, it was like, why waste the time? I jumped on earlier, but I wanted to be kind to everybody who actually had a vested interest of finishing that terribly competitive game, as in like not competitive at all. So that game is over. And the bowl season is over. College football is over. I'll do a wrap-up next week. But let me talk about just the last couple of days. Kansas State got their asses handed to them by Oregon. Good job, Oregon. I think after tonight, in how Alabama handed Notre Dame their flat Irish ass, that really I wish we would have been able to see Alabama and Oregon play. It's the ebb and the flow of the hype, I guess. You know, you have Notre Dame, a storied program. Oregon is not a storied program. And then Alabama, I mean, they're a dynasty now. Alabama got hyped way into the national championship game, and I think we found out tonight that they could beat Notre Dame. But Notre Dame did not belong there, and after eating a lot of duck crow, Thursday night, I very much would have rather seen Oregon play Alabama than anybody else. I don't think Saban would have been able to find a way to beat that team. I don't know, and we'll never know. That's fine. So, yeah, there's a lot of bowls that went on. New Year's Day Bowl, I will say that my prediction... Well, no, let's talk about the Kansas State-Oregon game. Kansas State played like what I guessed that they would have played, and that is just like they did last year against Arkansas in the Cotton Bowl. Collin Klein didn't really play that well at all. Snyder abandoned the game in the third quarter, abandoned the game plan in the third quarter, and it was just a matter of time after that. So it was almost exactly like last year. Actually, I think it was a little bit closer last year, but, well, I don't know if it was or not. At any rate, that's what happened. You get a nice, fast offensive team, and you have them get up early quick. Or quick early. I guess it's interchangeable. And Kansas State's kind of screwed after that. If you let them hang around a quarter or two, they'll find a way to grind it out, and they'll stick to how they play football and they win. But it seems like when you get down 14 or 17 in the first quarter, they don't have anything to adjust for that. They don't have the talent that could score quick. So, you know, maybe that'll change next year with Daniel Sams, but that'll be in the wrap-up. At any rate, you know, a fast, high-powered outfit beat him again. And that's how that cookie crumbled. So, hey, I'm proud of them. Big 12 champions. I'll take that. it's even awesomer. That's a word. It's even awesomer now that Oklahoma fans, and mainly Oklahoma fans, are crying about the Big 12 and how they need to have like a conference championship and all this other stuff because they didn't get a shot at any kind of championship game or BCS Bowl or just crying. So, and they should be crying, but not about other things. They should look at themselves. They got their asses handed to them by Johnny Football and Texas A&M, and man, it's just two levels of teams. It's kind of like tonight's game and the Fiesta Bowl. I mean, those three teams should all be playing each other. Nobody brought their A game in the Big 12 this year except maybe Texas. Surprise, surprise. And Baylor, who, even though they were going to be without Nick Florence next year, they'll be pretty tough. I think they're going to be really tough. So, there's that. The other New Year's Day was awesome, by the way. I didn't do a football feedings post, but it was all snackies. We got some Chipotle cheese and summer sausage and crackers, Triscuits, a tradition not unlike anything else. And then rocked some homemade taco bowls. That was tasty. Taco salad. At any rate, the games were kind of weak too. The Rose Bowl, I don't even remember. The Orange Bowl, don't even remember. The only game I really do remember, I think, was the Outback Bowl, and that was Michigan and South Carolina. And if you remember, I said that would be the most entertaining game. Boy, was it ever. The only thing I remember from that game is that hit that Javon Clowny put on that Michigan running back, where he literally, it was a missed assignment, but he literally just exploded into this guy, and his helmet flew about 10 feet in the air, and he palmed the football, and he ran with it. It was just beastly. So, South Carolina did end up winning that game. And congrats to those guys for making my most memorable moment of New Year's Day. Ta-da! Leave a comment below and tell me what your most memorable New Year's Day moment is. What else? Lastly, I guess we'll talk a little bit about the coaching carousel. But it's now more in the NFL. And there are NFL people sniffing around the old college ranks. The big one, of course, is Chip Kelly. And it turns out that he is not going to the NFL. Apparently the Eagles are in so bad a shape even Chip Kelly couldn't turn it around. And he's getting Nike money from Phil Knight, so there's that. So he's staying. Bill O'Brien almost left, but he got a bigger payday, and Syracuse head coach went to the Bills, I think, or something. It's the Bills and it's Syracuse. Who really cares? So that was all happening. Whew. And that's about it. Nothing really else exciting, except maybe AJ McCarron's girlfriend. She blew up on Twitter. Kaboom! Bikini. Yeah. So that's about it. All right. So congrats to Alabama. You now are an official dynasty. I hope that you have to work harder next year to maintain it. And that's an indictment on the rest of college football. They're the best. They will be the best. They'll probably reload next year instead of rebuild. And it's up to somebody, preferably outside of the conference. I mean, think of it this way. The last 4 years, the state of Alabama, Auburn included, have won the national championship. Don't jam them, that's all they have. But, you know, I hope they have to work harder next year to maintain it. Because if they want to get 4 in a row, or 3 in a row, 3 in a row, and earn it, then make them work harder. And that's on some other team to come up and try to step up to it. At the very least, make the championship game entertaining. I cannot remember the last entertaining championship game. There hasn't been one in the last couple of years, easily. In fact, the BCS Championship game has kind of been a dud for such a long time now. But that's the bowl games, and that's what it is. It's a celebration. So I'm going to continue celebrating with my little healthy concoction. And you guys, it was a great year. Stay tuned. We'll get ready for the next one. Until then, hey, I'll see you.